Hello everybody, and welcome back to WorldBox. And, wow, it seems so weird seeing a human village on the old island of Zopenberg now, but there are quite a bit of demons to worry about. But I'm sure they'll get around to that. And now, we also have another orc faction as well. I'm not sure, what are they even called again? The Strong Topu, right. I remember seeing that name in one of my other worlds as well. Not too sure why. And look at the humans go, they're really going and upgrading now. And Irina is also expanding very far north. Let's see, they've got to be 127, I think they're the biggest. Yeah, it is. Look at that. And we have a small dwarf village here as well. Ord-Ez was destroyed, right. And now we got a big migration of orc ships heading to Rapco by the looks of it. Yeah, all their warships are heading here now. Most of their warships. It looks like they managed to keep 2 at every port, somewhat. Or 3, 2 or 3. Yeah. And then the rest of them head here. There's always a big migration of some sorts. But let me check. Yeah, everything is free game now. There's rebellions, everything's... This is what it was meant to be. This is originally what the world was supposed to be. But I feel that the Orcish Empire was held together somewhat, but now it's not. And where's the king? Oh, there he is. Right. Right, you. Okay, Topu. And you got that. Wow, that's pretty good. Nice. He's got some decently good gear. He's level 10 as well. 44 kills. He's been around a while. Must have been in the army too. Okay. And seems like we have quite a few dwarf ships around human areas. That's not a dwarf ship, that is. Okay. Yeah, ships are definitely slower now. I feel like that's because of the update. I don't know if you guys have seen the latest update, 0.95. Not so fast. Yeah, not so fast patch. Now they're throwing torches instead of bombs, which is kind of more reasonable in my opinion, but I kind of like the bombs a little bit better. The bottles don't make any sound, as predicted, but yeah. Ganitar's got some rebuilding to do after that last asteroid impact as well. Yeah, that's not very good for them, I'd say. But it's quite impossible to tell the difference eventually. I'm sure they'll rebuild and be just fine. Yeah, the humans are going to have to deal with these demons or else risk having one of them swim across and destroy the entire village. Which wouldn't exactly be too good, in my opinion. But perhaps later on, I'm thinking maybe I'll make a world where I'm not too sure. Where there's a zombie apocalypse or something. That would be quite interesting to see. That would be quite lovely, that would be. I'm not too sure. And look at the human army in Irina. 113. They're definitely starting to get better. They got that from the new human empire. Okay. So they've got some decent weapons now. Starting to get better. An admin type bow. Got from the Orcish Empire. And also a spear here from the new human empire. And a sword as well. Look at that. They're starting to get better weapons. It's about time. But let's check their relations with other people. Orcish Empire, 250. Power. Firelands, King. Okay. Is Supreme, minus 100. Gyosal, good relations as well. Strong Topu. Sewer. What is sewer? Oh, right. Sewer. Bear Dare is like that. Let's check their relations. 50. 41. Minus 50 for sewer. Let's see, what is that? King's Mood. Close borders. Strong Tofu is the same. Let's check them. Human Empire's alright. Gyosal's not doing too well. String with sewer and... ooh, yeah. Orcish Empire's ready to declare war on lots of people. But, that might not be the best idea for them. I mean, they could probably win a war against the humans, but they'd need to throw a lot into it as well. But the humans aren't doing half bad, I must say. They're actually doing kind of alright for once, and looks like they kind of started a section of the village up here, but it just isn't connected with the rest of the housing. A lot of the... oh. And now, new places have revolted against the Orcish Empire. Again. This time the Elven continent might be overthrown. There's only one place, Kekar, that's left. Got a lot going on here. And Kekar has started to be captured now. I'm not sure, but Zons might also be captured as well, if their army there decides to go for it. Let's see. If Kekar's captured, then Duzog will have to also... oh, it's already starting to go down and Kekar is now captured. Which means that Duzog's army is now with... who is this? Gat Ger. They're at war with the Orcish Empire. Orcish Empire is falling to pieces. But they already got a force ready to go and move out. And look at that, we got another army invading Zons now. Big battle's going to be happening here. But Zons is already being captured. Let's see how this battle will go. Oh, it's going down. But the full army isn't even there yet, so it'll be quite interesting. Now it's going back up. Zons is being captured again. 50% and counting. 80, 90, and it looks like they're gonna get it. Zons is also a part of Gagar now. Orcish Empire is falling apart. Without a doubt. The dwarves took advantage of some of that conflict to gain some new ground as well. It doesn't look like... oh wow, a lot of those ships also joined them. Orcish Empire doesn't have much ships left to spare. We got 59 orcs. A lot of their armies aren't doing too well either, I must say. But we do have an army over here with 153 orcs en route. I'm not sure where they're gonna go. It looks like they're heading up here. Yep, they're landing here. Okay, and Kekar is being captured, but the orc army here in this area is already moving in to put an end to the Orcish Empire. And it looks like we have some more ships moving in as well, attempting to recapture what was lost. And it looks like Tanaraz might, in fact, be captured. But a bunch of Orcish Empire troops are being thrown around by lightning strikes. Let's see how well this battle will go. Tanaraz looks like this is going to be captured. Yep, there it is. But Rapco and Zons are doing very well at holding out. And a ship was destroyed because of that. And a lot of the Orcish army is now getting thrown into the water, which is quite interesting. But now I know why. I know it's not just because of nothing. I know it's because of that energized effect. And we got fighting over here as well. Orcish Empire is now capturing Kekar, which is not good. But in Zons, we have 10 troops on a ship, not very many. It looks like we got more en route. They're going to be sending a force to recapture, I'm guessing. They are not having it. And Kekar is captured too now. Next is Duzog. But Duzog's army is now moving in to try and recapture Kekar. By the looks of it. A lot of Orc armies are on the move. Orcish Empire is really taking some losses from these battles. Duzog's army is doing some damage to Kekar. A lot of ports in the area have been destroyed, with Duzog and Tanaraz having the only ones. Oh, and now Duzog is being captured. The Orcish army is moving into the north. They're destroying a lot of buildings and civilians on their way. They are spreading out throughout the city, and it looks like they are going to capture it. But not without severe losses on both sides. Let's see. This ship now has 87 people on it. I wonder where they're going to go. I honestly don't know. But this place over here is doing fairly well, I'd say. They now have a barracks up in Adron, and they're upgrading their houses fairly well and quickly. They have also got quite a bit of ships going, in multiple spots in fact, and are making sure to put them to use. But now, we've got some Orc ships moving out elsewhere. They're probably, if I had to guess, they're going to head to Rapco and Zones to recapture it. That's what I'm guessing. But you never know. They might not. And Zons does have its army on ships ready to move out. 88 people. And counting. More and more are joining up. But I'm not sure. The Orcish Empire looks like it might be mobilizing its troops to head there right away, in fact. The Orcish Empire might lose if that strong Topu had also declared war at the same time. But now it's going to be hard to tell what's going to happen, really. And Gatgear, it's not Gaygear, is it? No, that's Gatgear. Right. I think I was calling it the other one. But now we have Orcish Empire ship, 60 people. Not sure how well they'll do, but it'll be interesting to see if they'll be able to capture any places. Let's see how well this battle will go. They've landed. Zons is immediately getting captured. But there's a lot of civilians heading in. And a lot of civilians dying as well. But they did manage to hold it off temporarily. But now it's being recaptured once more. Which means that their army will probably also be turned over to the Orcish Empire's side. Yep, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to stop the Orcish Empire's army. But they will be able to do some damage. That's for sure. Adron's army is looking pretty good. They managed to take out some demons by the looks of it as well, because I do see some demon swords in there. He's also a pyromaniac. Makes sense. Anybody else have demon swords? Doesn't really look like it, interestingly enough. And Rapko's army made the wise choice of staying back, because now they will not be turned over to anybody's side but their own. And now we got civilians moving in to try and stop the Orcish Empire's army, as well as some members of Rapko's army that are still left, at least. There's 72 in their army, so it's not unrealistic size. But let's see. Zons has pretty much been abandoned, I'd say. And now, yeah, they are leaving. And there's civilians left fighting it out now. By the looks of it, yeah, quite a few in fact. Even the king of Rapko doesn't really seem to want to do much, but send the civilians in to do all the fighting. And it doesn't seem like they're doing half bad of a job either. Still got a lot of Orcish Empire troops on the coast though, which is probably why. Oh, and now we got some betrayals as well. Gorzag was captured. Interesting. So that means, who's the king now of the Orcish Empire? There is none, because his territory was captured. So he was severely demoted to a civilian. Look at that. Interesting. Denizaz also tried to betray the Orcish Empire once more, and is being captured. Oh wow, Zed Rare has also... a lot of places just broke off. Wow, look at that. So, Pogay broke off without any rebellion or anything. Same with Zed Rare, also broke off, and same with Dodapaz. The Orcish Empire is falling. Tanaraz captured as well. And some people are dying over here. A lot of lightning strikes happening. There must be a lot of energized people in that area for that to happen. But a lot of wars now. Orcish Empire doesn't have much left, and now Tezrad is being captured by Denizaz. This is going to be quite interesting, because Tezrad's army is also capturing Denizaz, by the looks of it. So it'll be a close battle here. But the Orcish Empire is not doing too well right now. And Tezrad is now being reclaimed by the Orcish Empire, and Denizaz was overthrown. And now Tanaraz is also being captured, and same with Zons again, by the looks of it. Gorzag's army is with no, what is it called again? Gatger. Okay. And another Orcish Empire army has arrived in Zons to destroy what's left. And there's not many civilians left, to be honest. Not very many left at all. And a lot of these ships aren't doing too well either. That ship has taken an absurd amount of damage from all of those arrow shots, but yet is still alive and still moving around, surprisingly enough. They may or may not keep going, but it looks like they're going to keep rowing, and that's all that they're going to do. Now we got the Orcish Empire army fighting civilians over here from Rapko. Gorzag is fighting off Orcish Empire ships, and it looks like the Orcish Empire has some troops en route somewhere. I'm not sure where. And a lot of the main Orcish island has also defected to multiple sides. They just decided to split off, go their own separate ways by the looks of it. And Renaduz is left to stand alone. So, where would the king of the Orcish Empire be right now? Let's take a look. He is over here. He's also a warfare leader, by the looks of it. And where is he right now? He is immortal as well, and blessed. Interesting. He's over here. Okay. And my favorite guy over here, the old king, is still alive. He's a mage slayer. He's quite a bit, actually. And now we got Gatgar's ship with 6 passengers. Not sure what they're going to do with 6 passengers against an entire army, but it'll be interesting to see, that's for sure. Civilians are still fighting the Orcish army around here. And they're managing to do some damage, in fact. Look at them go. They're taking out quite a bit, in fact. Look at them. Look at that. They're really going at it. And now the Orcish Empire just dropped off another army, and another army is approaching from the north as well. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything to stop them. Rapco doesn't have the capacity to stop them right now. Looks like Gorzag will be the only place left that can oppose them. Interestingly enough. But they might be able to resist. Rapco resisted for a long time. Oh no, look at that. And they're somehow being captured. Gorzag is just turning itself over to the Orcish Empire. Or are they? It's hard to tell what's going on. I don't see any Orcish Empire troops anywhere. But yet, they still turned over. And with that, the Orcish Empire has still quite a bit of its former glory. Not as much as before. Gatgar doesn't have any places left now. But, Orcish Empire's ready to go to war with Gyosal. A lot of places, in fact. New Human Empire, surprisingly, one of the places that it's actually got good relations with. Oh yeah, Orcish Empire and Gyosal are going to declare war very soon, but Orcish Empire doesn't nearly have as much resources as it did before. So that'll be interesting to see later on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, as always, I'll see you all in the next video.